in the Philippines. It's great. You have an amazing player. Alexandra is unbelievable, and I think it's great for the Philippines, for the people, for the tennis fans in the Philippines to have such an amazing player. That's really great, and that we can talk.
Yeah.
Sandra Reichel has witnessed decades of professional tennis pass through the doors of the Upper Austria Ladies Linz Open. She has seen countless draws, hundreds of players, and thousands of unforgettable moments that have gradually elevated this event into one of the most respected and beloved stops on the WTA calendar. As tournament director, she has welcomed Grand Slam champions, watched rising stars become established names, and managed every challenge that comes with organizing a high-level professional tennis tournament. Over the years, she believed she had developed a clear understanding of what each new edition would bring: the expected attendance patterns, the usual buzz around certain matchups, and the typical level of excitement that surrounds the draw. And then Alexandra Eala entered her tournament. From the moment the 20-year-old Filipino star's name appeared in the draw, Reichel made no attempt to hide her genuine excitement. She stepped forward personally and publicly, extending a warm and enthusiastic welcome to Eala and her team upon their arrival in Austria. It was more than standard tournament protocol. It was the kind of personal gesture that revealed Reichel had immediately sensed something special was happening, and the reason behind that enthusiasm is becoming clearer with every passing hour, because the ticket sales for Eala's first-round match have not simply been strong, they have absolutely exploded in a way that has taken even the most experienced members of the organizing team by surprise. Demand for seats has surged far beyond initial projections. What was expected to be a solid but typical first-round attendance has transformed into something much larger, a genuine phenomenon that is rewriting the tournament's expectations of what is possible in terms of interest, excitement, and commercial success. Fans who rarely attend early-round matches are suddenly scrambling for tickets. Local supporters, international travelers, and a rapidly growing global following for Eala are all converging on Linz, turning what many assumed would be a quiet opening day into one of the most anticipated sessions of the entire week. This is not just another promising young player generating mild curiosity. This is a young woman whose rapid rise, charismatic presence, and compelling story are drawing people to the venue in numbers that have forced the tournament to rethink capacity, scheduling, and even the overall atmosphere they had planned for the 35th anniversary edition. Sandra Reichel, who has seen it all over her long tenure, is watching something unfold that feels fresh and different, and her public enthusiasm was not just polite hospitality, it was the instinctive reaction of someone who recognizes when a special moment is arriving at her tournament. The clay courts may have been imported by the hundreds of tons, but the real electricity filling the design center this week is coming from the presence of one 20-year-old left-hander who is quietly changing the energy of an entire event.
And it's great always to welcome new players and newcomers and players who will own the future, I would say. So it's great, to welcome Alexandra here in Linz in this special year, and it's also our first time that we play on clay.
Let us begin right there with Sandra Reichel. As the tournament director of the Upper Austria Ladies Linz Open, Sandra Reichel has spent years steering one of the WTA's most enduring and respected events. Through its 35th anniversary edition, she has seen champions come and go. She has managed every twist and turn that running a professional tennis tournament demands, and after all that time, she thought she had a pretty clear idea of what to expect when a new draw landed on her desk. Then Alexandra Eala's name appeared. From that moment, Reichel made no effort to hide her reaction. She stepped forward publicly, openly, and with unmistakable enthusiasm to praise not only what Eala brings to the court as a tennis player, but what she represents as a global phenomenon. Arriving on Austrian soil, Reichel acknowledged without hesitation that the 20-year-old Filipino star is injecting a new level of attention, energy, and excitement into the Linz Open, an energy that is transforming the entire event. From the inside out, she confirmed that Eala would be granted the honor of playing on the tournament's largest and most prestigious court, a deliberate decision that speaks volumes about the scale of anticipation surrounding her first-round match. And then Reichel went even further. She personally announced that she herself would be there to welcome Alex Eala to the tournament upon her arrival in Austria. Pause and consider the weight of that statement. This was not a casual social media post or a routine press release designed to check a box. This was the director of a 35-year-old WTA event stepping onto the record and declaring that this particular player's arrival deserved recognition at the highest level of the organization for a tournament that has been running for more than 3 decades. That kind of personal gesture from the person in charge is far more than hospitality. It is a powerful statement about what Alexandra Eala has become in the sport right now, not just a talented competitor, but a genuine force capable of reshaping the entire landscape of an event the moment she steps into it, and the numbers provide undeniable proof behind Reichel's words. Reports now confirm that a staggering 90 of the tickets for Eala's opening round match were sold out almost instantly the moment they became available, 90% gone in a flash. But here is the detail that makes this story truly remarkable: the overwhelming majority of those tickets were not bought by local Austrian fans simply looking to support their home tournament. They were purchased by Alexandra Eala's fans, a passionate, highly organized, and fiercely devoted global community that has made it their mission to travel, show up, and turn every venue she plays into a roaring sea of support for the young Filipino sensation. That means Julia Grabher, the Austrian player and home favorite, is about to walk onto the court in her own country at her own tournament, only to face a crowd that is overwhelmingly cheering for the opponent. Across the net, Grabher had every right to expect the familiar comfort of home advantage. She prepared for Austrian fans rallying behind her, feeding her energy through what promised to be a tough opening match. Instead, she is stepping into an arena that will feel more like a hostile environment, as if she is the visiting player in her own backyard. This is the Eala Effect in its purest form, and it has struck again, this time right in the heart of Europe. Yet as striking as Sandra Reichel's personal response has been, and as extraordinary as these ticket numbers are, the broader picture reveals something even more significant. Reichel is not the first tournament director to react this way to Alexandra Eala. She is simply the latest in a growing line of experienced organizers who have watched Eala arrive at their event and responded with the same combination of open arms, prime court placement, and genuine personal enthusiasm, a level of attention the sport rarely directs toward a single player. So early in her career, earlier this season at Indian Wells tournament, director Tommy Haas saw demand for Eala's matches explode so dramatically beyond all projections that his entire team had to scramble to manage the influx. One single Eala match reportedly generated $5 million in ticket sales, a single match that figure sent ripples throughout the tennis world. And Haas did not downplay it. He openly admitted that Eala had created something at Indian Wells that went far beyond anything any individual player had generated in recent memory. Then came James Blake at the Miami Open. Blake made the bold decision to place Eala on center court, the most iconic and prestigious stage the tournament has to offer. He did not make that call simply because she was a promising young talent. He did it because he clearly understood the massive impact her presence had on crowd numbers, ticket revenue, atmosphere, and the overall commercial vitality of the event. Blake recognized the scale of what Eala was bringing, and he acted accordingly. The pattern is now unmistakable and consistent, from the deserts of Indian Wells to the beaches of Miami and now to the clay courts of Linz. Tournament directors are reaching the same conclusion. When Alexandra Eala comes to your event, you give her your biggest stage, you welcome her personally, and you prepare for your tournament to become something bigger and more electric than it has ever been before. Of course, none of this would carry real weight if the tennis itself failed to match the growing hype, but Eala is delivering exactly that. She is not merely a social media sensation or a marketing phenomenon. She is producing on-court results that demand serious conversation at the highest level of women's tennis. Her stunning victory over Coco Gauff, one of the sport's most recognizable and accomplished stars, sent a clear message across the tour: this is a player capable of beating anyone when the lights are brightest. That breakthrough result supercharged her fan base even further, giving them more reason to travel, more reason to organize, and more reason to show up in the kind of overwhelming numbers that continue to astonish every venue she enters. Even Jessica Pegula, one of the most seasoned and respected veterans on the WTA Tour, offered a candid glimpse into what it feels like to face Eala in a packed stadium. Pegula has played in noisy arenas throughout her career and knew what to expect when she stepped onto court against the young Filipino in Miami, yet she later admitted the atmosphere was on an entirely different level. The fans were not merely watching, they were living every point, with Eala reacting with an intensity, passion, and unity that Pegula said she had rarely, if ever, encountered in her long career. It does not matter whether it is the Australian Open Dubai, Miami, or now Linz, wherever Alexandra Eala goes, that extraordinary energy follows her, an energy most players never experience, even once in their entire careers. And now that same tidal wave of support is arriving in Linz. It is coming for Julia Grabher, for a player who has spent years representing Austria and relying on that home crowd connection to carry her through difficult moments. What awaits her is something she could scarcely have imagined when the draw was released. She is not simply facing one of the most exciting young competitors on the tour. She is facing an atmosphere, a crowd, and a powerful wave of support for her opponent that will make her feel like a stranger in her own tournament. The psychological weight of that situation is immense, a scenario that very few players have ever been forced to navigate on home soil. This week, Grabher will receive very little spotlight. The headlines, the cameras, the attention, and even the personal welcome from Sandra Reichel are all firmly directed toward the player on the other side of the net. Reichel stepped forward to welcome Alex Eala to Austria because after 35 years of experience, she recognized something genuinely different when it landed in her draw. The tickets sold out in record time. The biggest court was reserved. The personal greeting was extended. That is simply what happens when Eala Effect reaches your tournament. It happened at Indian Wells, it happened in Miami, and now it is unfolding in Linz. So here is the question that hangs over this first round match. Can Julia Grabher find a way to silence that roaring Eala-dominated crowd and pull off a stunning upset on home soil? And does Sandra Reichel's very personal welcome tell us everything we need to know about just how big and how unstoppable Alexandra Eala has become? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe because this story is only getting started and it shows no signs of slowing down anytime soon.